When you sit down to light up your favourite smoke, how often do you think about what goes into actually creating that elegant bundle of tobacco that you're about to set fire to and savour for the next half hour or so? Simply calling a cigar a rolled-up collection of tobacco leaves is to belittle the time, effort and history that has gone into creating this handcrafted product. Much like calling the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel some neatly arranged strokes of paint. So, without any further ado, here are 7 interesting facts about cigars that you didn't know. Probably. You might already be aware that it takes about 300 pairs of hands to craft the humble cigar from seed to finished stick. But just what do all of those pairs of hands do? Nick Perdomo, the man behind the beautiful Perdomo cigars, took it upon himself to track exactly what went into taking that humble tobacco seed and turning it into the finished cigar that we all know and love. From planting and nurturing the seeds to maturity, through to harvesting, curing, fermenting and selecting the leaves for each part of every cigar blend, to bunching, draw testing, wrapping, inspecting, aging, labelling, boxing each cigar, he counted a phenomenal 3,054 steps. And no, I'm not going to list them all here. Let's look at tobacco leaves for a moment. A single curing barn can hold up to 9,720,000 tobacco leaves. That's a lot of tobacco, but just how many cigars does that equate to? According to a 2014 article in Cigar Journal, the average medium format cigars uses the equivalent of 2 or 3 leaves in a standard bunch that forms the filler, and half a leaf each for the binder and wrapper. Assuming an average of 3 leaves per cigar, a single barn, after one harvest, theoretically holds enough tobacco leaves to make approximately 3,240,000 cigars per harvest. Whoa. Anybody else thinking they may need a bigger humidor? We've all heard the phrase close but no cigar, but do you know where it came from? I'm sure we've all had a go at winning an oversized cuddly toy at a shooting gallery when the fun fair is in town. For hundreds of years, cigars were associated with the working class, and as a result, they were a very popular top prize at carnival booths. The phrase itself comes from just missing out on winning. What's the oldest cigar that you've ever smoked? For me, it was a Jamaican cigar from the 1960s. It isn't that rare to find cigars up to 100 years old coming up for auction, and non-surprisingly, they command prices that most of us would wince at.
$100 million and one.
Whether or not they're smokable all depends on how they've been kept by their previous owners. But what about older cigars? In April 2012, archaeologists from Tampa University uncovered sealed clay pots whilst working in southeast Guatemala. Believed to be pre-Columbian, these jars contained 800 cigars. A close examination of the cigars revealed that the conditions that they had been stored in meant that they were still smokable. They end up being sold at auction for a staggering $507,000. And you thought that Cuban cigars were expensive. An experienced torcedor can roll between 7 and 9 cigars in an hour. Working on their own, this means that a single roller can make between 100 to 150 cigars a day. In many factories, cigars are rolled by teams of 2, one buncher, one roller. Bunching isn't just a case of grabbing leaves randomly, scrunching them into a tube shape, and then enclosing them in a binder and wrapper. This is also the point at which draw issues might start. Whilst most New World cigars are draw tested prior to the wrapper being applied, some tabacaleras trust their most experienced rollers so much that they don't bother using a draw master machine. Now that's trust. When it comes to countries that grow cigar tobacco, you might immediately think of Cuba, Honduras, Dominican Republic, Nicaragua and the like. You might also name-check Cameroon, Java and even Italy. But did you know that Germany also produced cigar tobacco? Tobacco was first grown in Germany back in 1573 as a medicinal product. In 2007, there were 450 tobacco growers in Germany, farming approximately 1,200 hectares, that's a little under 3,000 acres, of cigar tobacco. Alas, due to a drop in subsidies and various smoking bans, this agricultural crop that was once of vital importance to the economy of the Palatinate region of Germany has all but disappeared. So next time you sit down to enjoy that cigar that you've been looking forward to, give yourself a pat on the back for supporting the economy of the country it's come from. I'm sure that you've heard of Winston Churchill and know what an avid cigar smoker he was. Apparently, he would smoke up to 10 cigars a day, not to mention the quantities of champagne, scotch and other spirits he would pair with them. But did you know that during the Second World War, he ordered the creation of an oxygen mask that would enable him to continue puffing away during air raids and when travelling by plane? Now, why didn't they bring those back during the pandemic? So there you have it. 7 hopefully fascinating cigar facts. How many of these facts did you know? And what's your favourite piece of cigar-related trivia? Let me know in the comments below. And whilst you're there, if you've enjoyed this video, why not give it a like, share it on social media, and consider subscribing so that you don't miss any more cigar reviews, cocktail pairings, or interesting videos like this. And until next time, cheers and long ashes. Thank you for watching. If you like the content that I produce, please consider supporting me through my Buy Me a Coffee page. I'll leave a link in the description below. Your donations will help me to continue producing future videos, grant you access to member-only content, and get your name in the credits like these awesome people here. Meanwhile, check out these videos for more amazing cigar and cocktail-related content.